They told her she wasn't smart enough, that she didn't belong in the room, that her voice didn't matter. But today, millions listen to her words. Her name is Viola Davis, an Oscar-winning actress, producer, and author. But before the fame, she was just a scared little girl growing up in poverty, stealing food from stores, haunted by anxiety, crippled by self-doubt. She once said, "I always felt like I was going to be found out, like I didn't deserve the success, like someone would come and say, 'Sorry, you don't belong here.'" Sound familiar? If you've ever felt like an imposter, like you're not enough, like you're walking through life wearing a mask while the real you hides behind fear, then this message is for you. Let's talk about it. Anxiety, self-doubt, imposter syndrome. Words we hear a lot these days, but feelings we don't always understand. You see, most people don't realize just how common this silent battle is. Behind the perfect selfies, the highlight reels, and the confident smiles, many of us are screaming on the inside. We're constantly asking, am I good enough? Do I really belong here? What if they find out I'm not as capable as they think? This is imposter syndrome, and it doesn't care if you're a student, a CEO, a creator, a parent, or a dreamer. It hits hardest when you're stepping into something new, when you're growing, when you're chasing something bigger than yourself. And that's the secret. You feel like an imposter because you care, because you're stretching, because deep down you want to succeed, and that means you're already on the right path. But anxiety, that's the thief that tries to rob you of the present. It whispers lies like, you're not ready, you're going to fail, everyone's watching you, so you shrink, you hide, you sabotage your own potential before life even has the chance to test you. But here's what no one tells you. You don't have to feel ready to be worthy. Let me say that again. You don't have to feel ready to be worthy. Worth isn't earned by perfection. It's not handed to the loudest voice in the room or the one with the fanciest degree. It's built by showing up, especially on the days you don't believe in yourself. Let's break the cycle. First, stop comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. Social media is a filter. Real life isn't. Everyone's fighting a battle you can't see. Even the most confident people you admire have questioned themselves in silence. Second, reframe your thoughts. Instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," say, "I'm learning, and that's enough." Instead of, "They're smarter than me," say, "I bring something unique to the table." Every thought you repeat becomes a belief, and every belief shapes your life. So choose thoughts that build you, not break you. Let's go back to Viola Davis for a moment. She grew up in a rat-infested apartment. Sometimes she didn't have enough food. She wore second-hand clothes and was bullied for how she looked. But she didn't let that stop her. She went on to become the first Black woman to win an Academy Award, an Emmy, and a Tony. Not because she was never afraid, but because she acted despite the fear. And that is the definition of courage. You don't have to be fearless. You just have to be brave for one more day, one more interview, one more presentation, one more chapter written, one more email sent, one more dream defended. Sometimes success is just the sum of small wins, stacked on top of each other when no one is watching. Let's talk about you now. Yes, you listening to this. You're not broken. You're not falling behind. You're not failing at life. You're becoming, and becoming is messy. It's uncomfortable. It's terrifying. But it's also beautiful, because every time you choose to rise instead of quit, you send a message to your future self that says, "I'm worth fighting for." You are not your anxiety. You are not your past. You are not the voice in your head that tells you you're a fraud. You are enough. You've always been enough. You just forgot for a moment. And that's okay. This world needs you. The real you. Not the perfect version. Not the polished, filtered, curated version. But the version that is honest, brave, imperfect, human.